Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio for this pre-match show, Rangers v Hearts at Ibrox Stadium. And this afternoon I'm joined by Bear, my old mucker. How we doing, boss?
I'm good, Paul. How are you? Had this fine morning.
Oh, stuff, mate. I went a bit mad with the breakfast this morning. I'm feeling a bit bloated, to tell you the truth, but never mind.
We'll soon run that off you.
I know.
What the team?
We'll come on to the Hearts game in a wee minute. I think in this day we'll just have a wee thought back to Walter Smith, mate, born on this day in 1948 and passed away sadly in October 21 at the age of 73. For me, along with Bill Struth, our greatest pair of managers and over 100 years for me, and it's a sad day, mate, but he'll be sadly missed, eh?
Oh, definitely, mate. He was a proper manager. The one we'll go to now is the first time we've got a manager. I wouldn't say his stature just yet, but he's definitely heading that way. But aye, Walter, definitely high standards to follow, mate. But what a manager, superb manager.
Oh, terrific. I think he won 21 major honours in his time, and that's a terrific record. He also won Scotland their first ever competition when in 1982, mate, he took the under-18s to Finland and won that competition. So he's done well for everybody, hasn't he?
I also won, was it the Kieran Cup?
Aye, in Japan, aye.
He won. And let's be honest, they call it, you can say what you want about the Kieran Cup, but it's our standard of football in Scotland. We'll take anything, mate. Any competition we win, we're accepting it. But aye, he done well. He done really, really well, mate. Steady on influence, good manager. Come back, put Rangers back together for the brink of oblivion, basically. His second spell, he's if it wasn't for him, God knows where we would have ended up, mate. Honest to God.
Aye. You're right there, pal. Anyway, I hope he's up there looking down because he would relish this game today. For me, it's got a bit of a cup final feel to it. The two forum teams in Scotland clashing at Ibrox Park, and it's a big game for both sides.
Well, it definitely is, mate. It definitely is. It's what we've all been waiting for over the years. Big games like this at this time of the season, meaning something. You know what I mean? This is what football's about. This is what competition's about. And if you can't embrace this, you shouldn't be in the game, really, should you?
No, well, I believe you've got the team, boy.
I have, mate. I have. The team is Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Diamande, Lawrence, Sterling, Cortez, Dessers. Substitutes: McCorry, Silva, Wright, Roof, Davis, Balogun, Raskin, McCausland. Only 8 subs, by the way.
Any surprises there for you?
No, after we had Canwell's injured, Barisic maybe. He doesn't sign a Barisic anywhere, or Jack. That's a wee bit of a surprise, I suppose. But the actual starting 11, maybe Sterling playing in the right and McCausland's in on the bench. That's a wee bit of a surprise, mate. Apart from that, no, there's any surprises for me.
Mostly steady back four there at Tav, Golson, Suter and Ridvan. Ridvan, I prefer to see at Ibrox. He's a more attacking for me out the two full-backs between him and Barisic. I love the way Ridvan runs with the ball, cuts inside and leaves room on the outside for Cortez to do his bit, you know.
Aye, he's a cracking player, a cracking wee player. To say there's still concerns about his stature, but no, his ability, mate. His ability is no questions for me. He is a good football player, good football brain. Can work in a few things, as most players can. I prefer him to Barisic, I must admit. As a football player, I'm talking about. He's definitely a better football player than Barisic. And as you say, him and Cortez might start striking up a good wee partnership. The boy Cortez, for example, he's got the touches. You can see he's a player. He's a bit to go yet. He's not really done much, but the day's the day. The day's the day. If he's going to start, the day's the day to do it. So I'm looking forward to this.
Quite happy with the midfield pairing of Lundstrom and Diamande?
Aye, they played well last week. I mean, they really did, didn't they? The two of them played well. Diamandi had a superb game, an absolute superb game. You can see this boy's going to be a quality player, real quality player. And I'm glad he's in the midfield to in a game like this. You know what I mean? And then we can really have a look at him, see what he's all about. And I'm quite confident the boy will shine today.
It's a nice mixture of experience and youth. Lundstrom, who's really improved since the start of the year. I think he's been very commanding. I think he controls most of the games we play in. And Diamandi brings tons of energy and poise in the midfield as well. Tom Lawrence sitting in front of them, filling in for Todd Cantwell. It's, well, no as much as a like for like, but they're both equally talented for me.
Oh, Lawrence is a quality player. He is a quality player, and he's getting stronger all the time. But he's a clever football player. There's no doubt about that. Well, Cantwell will be a miss, of course he will. He's a good player, and he was coming on to a rich vein of form there. Just unfortunate to take that wee hamstring injury. But Lawrence is more than able to take his place. You know what I mean? And just carry on. We'll just carry on. As I said before, these setbacks are put in front of you. You just carry on, march on right through them. Mate. You don't let it affect you. Just get on with it. We need to win the game. We had to win the game before Cantwell was injured. We have to win the game now. It makes no difference, mate. None of it makes any difference. Just go on with it. And I like what Clement. I mean, that's the philosophy he's drilling into the team. Disregard what happens. Doesn't matter what happens. Get on with the game. Win the points. And this team just go out and do
that. Sterling taking over in the right berth from young McCausland. Surprised with that, or quite delighted?
I'm not disappointed or anything like that. A bit disappointed with McCausland because I think the boy deserved his jersey. He came on last week. There's no doubt about it. Sterling came on last week and did make a difference when he came on in the right hand wing or right hand position. There was no doubt about that. But the boy is a quality. I told you before, I really like this boy. He's a quality player. He really is. And I think McClement is just saying, if he's fit, I'm going to move heaven and earth to get him in the team. And that looks like that's what he's doing today. I want this boy. He's basically saying, I want this boy in my team. I don't blame him. He is a quality player. But I just like him to get a position and keep it for himself now. So if he displaces somebody, he keeps that position. And I don't see it being the right wing. I really don't. I'm not saying he's bad because he did make a difference last week, but I'd like to see him either in the midfield. He's actually come out in the last press there and said he prefers midfield. So he didn't play it before, now he prefers it.
Talking about his wee presser, would you like to hear that? It's 5 minutes, but I think the boy's an intelligent boy, so let's hear from him, eh?
Did you all know it was the European draw earlier today, Benfica? What did you make of that?
Yeah, it's a good tie to look forward to, but obviously for the time being, we've still got 3 league games before that, so that's the main focus at the minute.
There's been a lot of European excitement at this club in recent seasons. How big a part was that for you and your decision to come here?
Yeah, it was a massive part. Obviously, everyone wants to play in Europe, and for me, I just wanted to be involved in that as well and see and raise my game to another level that I've done before. So at the moment, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the run that we've been on, and hopefully we can progress to the next round after.
What do you think the challenge of balancing that and domestic stuff's going to be like between now and the end of the season?
I just think it's game by game, take it game each. Just trying to rest, recover, repeat, really, and just keep doing what we've been doing so far.
It's a promising thing that, no matter who seems to be playing at the moment, that the standard is really high and you're still winning games. So no matter whether you've got 3 games in a week, it's going well at the moment.
Yeah, but that's what you have a squad for. You have to be able to trust everyone in the squad, and to be fair to us, we actually have a good squad. So you can see by the results, it's not really impacting us having 3 games a week, and we've been doing it since the start of the season, really. So nothing changes now.
The team goes into this weekend top of the table. How do you assess the challenge of being a team that's at the top and having to stay there?
I think we should just keep doing what we've been doing when we was chasing, but obviously now we're the ones at the top. We just still look and focus on Rangers. It's all about us, to be honest.
Does the next couple of games feel like a big test of the team's credentials? Hearts have been going well this season. You've got them at home and then away at Kilmarnock, which is a tough venue.
Yeah, we've played Hearts 3 times this season, and for us, we've beaten them 3 times. So hopefully that continues again tomorrow. And for Kilmarnock, we worry about them after we get the job done tomorrow.
John, you've been asked to play in a couple of different positions. How do you feel you've adapted to that?
I'm just happy to be on the pitch, to be honest. Whatever the gaffer needs from me for the team, that's what I'm willing to do. So for me, it's just normal.
Just come back from suspension. Is it a frustration for you to have to sit out?
Yeah, I thought it was harsh, the red card, but it's not in my control. It's up to the ref and the SPFL. So, but now that I'm back, just try to make a positive impact like I did on the weekend. So hopefully again tomorrow it continues. You
said it was harsh. Do you feel it's like it's not fully explained what players can and can't do in terms of what's a dangerous or not tackle?
Obviously, watching it back, I can see why they think it's dangerous, but even looking at it back, you can see that I clearly slipped and I've only touched his toe. I hadn't even touched his ankle. So, but we move on. It's been done. There's nothing we can do. I've taken the 2-game ban and now just look forward to the rest of the season.
Is that going to affect the way you tackle in the future?
No, not really. I'll still go and try and win the ball 100%. If I catch him, I catch him. If I don't, I don't. But it's just trying to balance it out and hopefully next time not slipping. So.
Dujon, only a couple of months ago that you played in midfield for Rangers the first time. I think you played on the right and the left and in the middle since the winter break. Take us back, what's the last couple of months been like for you after presumably a bit of frustration in the first few months of the club?
Yeah, it was difficult the first couple of months, and then obviously changing manager. And when he first came in, he spoke to me and he had full belief in me and my abilities. And then obviously I had a little setback because I had a little problem with my eye, which he gave me time to just get it sorted and settle down with, which was really good. And then obviously circumstances helped me get into the team, and then since then I just made it my number one objective not to come out of the team and to just keep my shot.
How difficult is it for us on the outside when you played right back and then you're suddenly thrust into the centre midfield, right wing, left wing? How much does it differentiate, or is it just wherever you play, you're going to give your best and hope your skills translate?
Yeah, it's just obviously the first time I came on the midfield, it was obviously that was the first time I've ever done it, so it was just like learning as I go. And then since then I just put in my mind, and also with the gaffer speaking to me, I've got to learn these four or five positions, because in each game it could change where I could actually play in one of the each. So each day I've been working on what to do in this position and taking notes and just keep learning.
So I almost feel like you've got extra homework at the moment because you're having to sort of juggle between all those positions.
No, it's fine. I've got a lot of time to study and learn. Plus I've got players in training that can also watch as well. For example, when I was playing in midfield, just had to watch Lanny because he's a prime example in our team.
Is that a key thing, just sort of taking little bits from each player in the different positions that you've been in and taking little bits of advice and putting that into your own game?
Yeah, and then just adapting it to my style, and obviously I bring something different to what the rest of the midfielders bring. But throughout the team we have a good balance, so everything's been fine.
What makes you so adaptable? Some players can't cope with changing, where they operate.
Just think the way I've been coached, being brought up at Chelsea, you don't play in one position, you get taught to play in every single position. So every game you could play in a different position, so it's just about learning that. And so I've been at Chelsea since I was 6 until last year, or this summer that just went. So that's not good with maths, but you get the point in 16, 18 years of developing and learning.
Have you got a favourite place? I know you said you wanted to just be in the team on the pitch, but do you have a preference of where you like to be?
I say now probably midfield, because it's the most I've been playing there. So, but I'm just happy to do what needs to be done for the team.
Dujon, would you accept it's a different sort of pressure on you guys now that you're in front?
No, not really. I still think the fans are behind us. They have full belief in us, and you can see now with how everyone's spirits are so high that it only reflects on the team as well, and it will just help us to keep getting the results. Sometimes it's not pretty like on the weekend, but it gets the job done. It's 3 points at the end of the day.
What a lovely young man he is, mate. A dedicated young professional there, taking his chance at Rangers, changed away for his probably favourite position at right back, and now accepting being a midfielder at Rangers. What do you think of that, Albert?
He just grabs the chance he gets, mate. The boy's versatile. He's up for anything he wants to play. He's one of the boys that just wants to play, and he'll play anywhere you want him to play, so he can get in the team. He just wants in the team to play, and I like that, mate. I like that a lot, because too many of these young ones don't want to play all the games. They want to rest and all that nonsense. He just wants to play.
Just wants in the side, doesn't he? He doesn't care where he plays, but he just wants in there.
Not a jot does he care, mate. He just wants to play. He's very focused, I'll give him that.
Did you think your sending off was a bit on the rash side yourself?
It's one of the ones, isn't it? I thought it was a bit right. I thought it was a bit unfair. They never took everything into consideration. They got in their head they were sending him off, and that was the end of it. They were sending him off, especially that clowny referee. But I thought, they've actually come out since then, admitted they got that wrong. They've actually admitted they got it wrong. So that they didn't only get it wrong twice on the day, or 3 times on the day. The referee got it wrong, went to VAR, he comes back for VAR, he gets it wrong again, and sends them off. Then it goes to the appeal, and they get it wrong. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? What's going on up there?
Well, it's a standard of referee. Rangers have get the least amount of yellow cards in the league, but the most red cards. Does that tell you something?
There you go. The least amount of yellows. But there you go. It is what it is, and it's one of the ones. It depends if these silly pundits or shout down mics and all that. What happens? But you just go. As I said before, if you come on, drill that in. Just go in it. Don't care what happens on the park. Don't care. Get on with it. Get the points. And that boy's focused. That boy's really focused along with his teammates. But you hear the questions trying to get him to say something, trying to say him to break away for the team message as being focused. Do you think it's different being top of the league? What about Kilmarnock on Wednesday? Kilmarnock on Wednesday. We're at Hearts on Saturday. We were going on about Kilmarnock on Wednesday. What's I got to do with anything?
One game at a time, we say, innit? That's what the manager says. One game at a time.
That's it, mate. And it's been working, and why wouldn't you? I know you can speculate and go ahead and all that, but he says one game ahead, and I don't disagree with him, mate. Look at what happens if he's just... they're not that good enough to look ahead to 2, 3, 4 games in the future and all that. Your ability is, and your concentration levels should just be at what's in front of you. Training session, then playing. Training session, then playing. And that's it. That's all Clement's wanting to do. He's trying to simplify it for them and take as much away of the outside noise as possible away from them, and let them concentrate on what they're doing on the park. And it's working a treat. It's working an absolute treat. So carry on doing that.
Anyway, we're back to the starting lineup. Cortez on the left. I think most people would have plunked for him today. Agree with Dessers up front. Ahead of Silva, mate. Do you agree with that today?
I think it's time, and it's time each. He's trying to be fair with the two of them. I think he's looking at Dessers maybe to come on later on in the game, as he is in Roof maybe, because he said that. But I think what he's saying to Dessers, you work this defence. I want you to work them and work them hard, and give Silva and Dessers something to work with when they come on. A tired defence to attack when they come on. I think that maybe is part of his plan. I just hope the big man has a brilliant game today and scores a few goals. I really do, man. He deserves it. He's doing everything right, but finishing his good work off, it's a shame. It's an absolute shame.
Sorry, carry on. No, you finish up, Paul.
It's a shame for the work he's doing. He deserves better, and if he could just finish them off, he'd be by Shankland in goals if he could just finish the chances off. And it's not so much hard chances, it's just sitters. I consider them sitters. Some of them are real sitters, but there you go. It is what it is. But I hope he's a great game today. Well,
there's people joining us all the time, mate. Could you just give us the first team and then we'll discuss...
I would love to, but it's this. Oh no, there it is. It's back again. Sorry, mate. I said right. I couldn't do it. I've got it.
Right, we'll discuss the subs after we get the phone lines open. Just give us the team again, mate.
The team is Butland, Tavernier, Golston, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Diamondi, Lawrence, Sterling, Cortez, Dessa. Substitutes are... Do you want to...
We'll go. Subs? We'll get the subs after we get the phone lines open, mate.
Hey, well,
why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
If you want to carry on, mate, with the substitutes.
Substitutes are McCory, Silva, Wright, Roof, Davis, Balogun, Raskin and McCausland.
It's a decent bench as well. That's one thing about our squad. It looks quite strong at the moment. We've got most of our injured players back and in about the squad. Silva, a lot of people were tipping him to be in the Lawrence role as the attacking midfielder, but it's good that he's on the bench, mate, because he'll cover both Dessers and Lawrence in case any of them take in. Would you agree with that?
Aye, he can play that, you can see it. I think he's more natural to that role than he is as a centre forward, to be honest with you, mate. But the boy's a worker. No matter where you're going to put this boy in, he's going to work his socks off. No, I mean, that's a brilliant thing. To have a player of that quality willing to put that amount of work in. He is a good player, the boy, and he might be the difference today. He really might be the difference today. I know that sounds mental because he's not scoring a lot of goals, but I've just got a feeling this boy's going to turn up in the really big games. When you put him on, I think he's going to be a star. I really do. His credentials are there, mate. He's got nothing to prove to anybody because there's a lot of people within the game value him and quote him and think he's a really good player. So I'm convinced that he'll play a part today, a big part today.
Well, the 4 of the substitutes on the bench, mate, Ruth, Davis, Balogun and Raskin are coming back from injury. And this is a wee chance for them to stake their claim today. I would have preferred Balogun in today instead of Suter because personally I think he's good in the ground and good in the air at the back for us. And Ruth, well, what can you say about Ruth, mate? Great to see him back. A known striker that can take his chances. And I'm glad to see him back in the squad. Yourself?
Absolutely, mate. There's no argument with the boy's quality. He's a born striker and he's a superb striker. Fitness, that's the only thing. But nobody's wishing him to be fit. If he's fit, you'd love him in your any team would love the boy to be in their team or on their bench when he's fit. He's quality, mate. He is. There's no doubt about it. And I think that's why most of us would think we'll be mincing about with this boy, for we can't keep him fit, as the boy says, for 10 minutes, let alone 10 games, which is true. But that 10 minutes could make a huge difference, a huge difference. And he's proved it. I mean, you've got one there and you get him on that park, he can make a difference, mate. And I think that's what Clement's trying to go say. And that's the way he's going to start playing him. Going like that. I don't want you to play every game. I don't want you to play some games for 45 minutes or 90 minutes. But when a day you put you on, whatever amount of time's left and I put you on, I want you to make the difference. And he will make a difference because he's proved he can do it. So I think it's good to see him back. But definitely, you don't like to see anybody injured.
Would you like to, well, personally, I'm saying would you like to, but personally, I'd like to see is if we can get them 100% fit, keeping them for big games, maybe the Old Firm games, European games, and hopefully he'll last fit to the end of the season, because he's handy to be on the bench, mate, and come on and score if we need them. You know, that's what I was thinking.
I see. I don't think keeping them fit's a reality, mate. I don't think we can manage to do that. And I don't think we can keep him fit for all the games. But as you say, as long as he's fit for the right games and comes on and makes that difference, that'll do me, mate. That will do me nicely. 2 Old Firm games, the European games, the Scottish Cup games, and this game. If you can get him fit for some of these games, definitely, mate. Definitely, and makes a difference. He will make the difference, mate.
Also back is centre-half Davis, who's been out of the squad for a long time. You glad to see him back? I think he's quite a cultured, if not good in the air, centre-half. You know, I think he's good in the ball, reads the game well. Yourself?
He's all right, mate. He's all right. He's not the worst centre-half I've ever had, but how he fits in and where he fits in, he's just short of everything, isn't he? He's just short of a wee bit of height and dominant in the air, and he's just a wee bit short of strength, and he's just a wee bit short of pace, and he's only one-footed. It's just that he's that type of player. He could absolutely really be a brilliant player, but just wee bits are missed in each department, or each part of his game, or each part of his physique as well. But I'd rather him have been fit than no fit. I mean, I wouldn't wish unfitness on anybody. So I see he only can be a plus for us having him fit and on the bench. And if he's called upon, I'm sure he'll come on and do a job. But it's two centre-halves on the bench. That's a weird one for me. And we've only got 8 subs, so it seems that there's more injuries. Well, Barisic must be injured, Jack must be injured. Anyway.
The last one is Raskin, who came in with a big reputation. Rangers fans took to him right away, but he struggled with injury, and he hasn't managed to really establish himself under Clement. It's been a slow road back for Raskin. Glad to see him available again.
Again, mate. Aye, definitely. No one will see him injured. No. But the good thing about Raskin is he might not see it this way, but it is Clement will see it this way. The good thing for Raskin is he's got a challenge now, a big challenge now to get in that midfield. I think with that boy it's easy and he knows he's going to be first team pick and it's a stroll in the park to get in the team. I think he plays less. I think it takes away from his game. He's the type of boy that I'm reading is he needs that challenge. He needs to be pushed. And he needs to be pushed with his teammates. He needs to struggle to get in a team. And he plays better when he gets in the team. Because when it was squad was the squad, he was walking into the team, let's be honest about it. And he wasn't always playing his best. But it was too easy for him to get in the team. Now it's a proper challenge for the boy. He's now fit. He's back in the bench. But he's not going to walk straight into that midfield anymore. And I think you'll see him now pushing on. I think that's what Clement wanted. And he'll definitely push this boy in. And we'll see the best of him.
He turned a few heads when he came out right away and said he was using Rangers as a stepping stone to get to the Premier League. And he's not shown that sort of potential yet at Rangers. And he'll need to work hard and play well for us if he's to fulfil his dream. The other substitutes, of course, Ross McCausland and Scott Wright. McCausland is up-and-coming young player, well liked by the Rangers support. Scott Wright is Scott Wright. If you know what I mean.
Well, McCausland, I mean, I'm a great admirer, a great supporter of McCausland. I think he's a great player. I really do. I think he's just going to get better and better and better. He really is. I like the boy a lot. This might be just resting him, taking him out of the team, because he was going to have form. Let's not kid ourselves on. He was slightly dropping out of form, so don't waste the boy and just. Some players can play through it quickly. Other players, it gets to them, so don't take a chance. Just take him slightly back for the fire line a wee bit, but don't drop him back into the B team. He's in the squad for the first team. Keep him on the bench. Right is right. No, I mean, there's nothing to be said about that boy. There's nothing good there's nothing good to say about him, so we shouldn't say anything at all about him, because I don't like running Rangers players down. But that boy's a hard watch. He really is a hard watch. I don't know what you think, but I think he's a hard watch.
What else was going? I'll move on to Hearts in a minute. We're just waiting to bring Kilmarnock in just now.
I'm here, Fox.
Oh, you're there, pal, right? It's no showing up my screen, mate. How are we doing today, mate? Looking forward to this?
Aye. Looking forward to the ball game, aye. A wee bit of man flu, so I gave my season ticket to my nephew, so he's away to that. So, aye, only looking forward to it, absolutely. Just get out there, put a message out, you know what I mean? Put Hearts to the sword. That's it. Get to 3 points. Ultimately, it's about 3 points, no matter how we get it. Last minute deflection, last minute penalty, a 3-0 win, whatever. Just 3 points is ultimately what we want. A scalp would be good as well, to frighten us up other clubs. But as I said, 3 points. I think 5 o'clock we've got 3 points sitting, 5 points ahead. That could be. I think we'll all be happy, Bears, tonight.
I'm certainly not of the view that we're going to walk all over the top of Hearts today, by the way. I think this is going to be a titanic struggle. You've got to say that Hearts are probably the form team in Scotland along with ourselves. They're on a long run of good results, and I think it's going to be tough. Anyway, we've been joined with another caller. I think it's David. How are you doing, David?
I'm doing fine, lads out and yourselves.
Aye, fine, David. What's your point today, David?
Just seeing that we got drawed with Benfica. It's no the best team that we could have pulled out, but there's a lot of harder teams that we could have got, and I'm quietly confident getting through to the next bit. I think it's really great seeing what Clement's doing with the team, considering where Michael Beale left us off. Where we've progressed is just brilliant, considering he's only brought in 2 or 3 people. It's just fantastic as well, seeing John Lundstrom coming on to a completely different game. He's almost back to that European level that he was at before one. It's great to see the rejuvenation in players and what you can get out of players that you had there before. There's still a few things here and there I'd like sorted out, but we're going the right direction for once. It's feeling like we're going on to win. We've just got the same feeling that we had under Gerrard in the 55 season. It's just that a feeling that we're not going to be stopped. I honestly do think that we will get knocked after the first place the rest of the season.
A wee bit of optimism coming from David there, Albert. What do you say?
Aye, the Benfica game we'll put on the back burner, the new pal. I agree with you well, I think we can beat them, but we'll put it on the back burner. Hearts today, we'll get concentrating on Hearts today, and let's get the 3 points. The man said that the 3 points, don't care how we do it, don't care deflections, don't care own goals, I don't care what it is, get the 3 points. That's what we need to do through to the end of the season, starting again today. So we just reset, as Big Sterling, reset, recover, repeat. That's what we do, and that's what they bring them on this afternoon, put them to the sword. We've got the player there to do it. We've got the belief we can do it. We've got the pitch in the perfect condition, and the support is the support. Superb support. It's all there for us. It's just go on and do it now. And I'm confident we can do it, mate. Really confident we can do it. Well, and I don't think it'll be a walkover. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Good. Let's get our teeth into it. But we're also on form. Don't just think it's just Hearts that are on form. We're also on form, very good form, and we've showed that on a good pitch we can play fantastic football, mate. No doubt about it.
Like to comment on that, Domano?
I think it's 11 or something. They're on a run as well, so it will be a tough game. It'll be as hard as we make it. I think if we're on our game, then we should be running the tap room, but football's not like that, is it? So just need to, man for man, we just need to win the individual battles, keep the concentration going for the full 97, I suppose. Need daft defensive mistakes, look out for that long ball over the top. We know Shankling's not that fast, but he is a striker, isn't he? You know what I mean? He can put the ball in, he knows where the net is, so we need to be wary of that. And so and we've got enough up front ourselves in midfield to get a couple of goals. As I say, so it's all about us. I think.
Is that you then? Well, I'll just give you the Hearts line up. They line up very close to the side that went to Parkhead and turned over. They're supposed to be greatest side in Scotland and greatest manager when they beat them 2-0 at Parkhead. The line-up is Clark in goal, a back three of Kent, Rose and Kingsley. The midfield will be Coken, Beningame, Neuenhoff, Grant and Atkinson. And up front they've got Shanklin and Varkas. And that's quite a strong team for Hearts for me. What do you think yourself, Albert?
I mean, they're where they are. I mean, I don't pay much attention to the other teams, but They're what they are, mate. You know what we're going to get. It's like every game. They start off with cup final stuff. It's just a given. And they are on a good run of form. Somebody's got to bring it to an end for them, isn't they? Somebody's got to do it, and why not us today? So
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, we're kind of batting them aside, but since they beat Celtic at Parkhead, mate, they've went on to beat St Mirren, Hibs, drew with Ross County, beat Livingston, beat Aberdeen, beat Dundee, beat St Johnstone, and beat Motherwell. They're not exactly slouches, mate. I think, although he's no well liked, Stephen Naismith, with some of the Rangers support, he's doing a fine job since he took overall command in September of this last year. Yourself, Marlon, what do you think of that?
I don't like the wee guy anymore. Ever since sitting in that press conference with that other idiot,
just forget that. We're talking about his form as a manager, mate, you know.
No, so I can't give any credit whatsoever. Just don't like him. But let's just beat Hearts today, you know what I mean? And I'll be happy with that. And he can come on after it and start moaning about decisions, which he normally does. Brent was a hero, Kilmarnock, a lot of years ago. Now he's a zero. So I don't. He's not in my mind for anything. I just want to see him greeting later on the night on telly.
You've got to remember, Fox. You've got to remember, just before he went on that run, they were wanting him sacked.
Aye, that's right.
They're wanting him out the door. So, I would say to myself, Shanklin's on fire. He's the one. See if Shanklin doesn't score the goals, by the way, they're in deep trouble because, as he pointed out at the press conference, he scores half of their goals, their whole total this season. So if it isn't for Shanklin, Mason wouldn't have been a job. Let's be honest about it, because they did want him sacked. So they are on a nice bit of form, and they've got a centre forward that's actually on top of his game. But that doesn't concern me, mate. We're a better team, absolute better team.
Well, I'm just saying that although he gets all the glory for scoring the goals, mate, there must be a good unit to supply the chances for him, and I just think it'll be tougher than people think. David, what's your thoughts on the game today then?
I mean, 3 points is 3 points. Well, I'd take a 1-0 and up the road. That's all it is for me. You've got to get the points in the bag first. The point, if you get 3 points, doesn't matter the scoreline to me. 3 points is 3 points. That's the way it is for me. Now you get 3 points. That's his 5 points to clear them, and the pressure just keeps going on and on and on. And I'll tell you what, I've put a fiver on them to drop points to Motherwell, and honestly, I think it'll come up. I can see them drop points to Motherwell.
Well, we can always hope about that, Albert?
We always hope that.
Anyway,
sorry, mate, go for it.
Anyway, back to the Rangers. What do we think the scoreline's going to be today, boys? I'll go to you first, Marlon.
I do think it's a right tough game. There's no getting away from that. No, I mean, it's no going to walk over as much as we'd all love it to be. I think there's maybe only going to be 1 or 2 goals in it. Hopefully more for us. And again, we want 1 or 2 plus to the famous, and that'll do for me. Preferably 2, so we're not all sitting biting our fingernails at the end. Plus 2.
You're on mute.
Man,
David, sorry, yep. David. Sorry about that, David. Your prediction for the game today, did you say 3-0? Is David gone? I think David's gone. Right, Albert, it's down to you. Your scoreline, pal.
I think it's going to be 2 as well, 2 or 3. I'd go for 2. If it was a betting man, I would go 2. I think it's going to be more comfortable than you think. I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say that, but I think it's going to be more comfortable than you think, by the way. I think we'll have them chasing shadows. I really do. But there you go. We'll see what we see. And I can't wait to get into it, because it's one of the games you're looking forward to. You know what I mean? It's what we're all wanting. Put it that way. So It's what you look after. As we're one of our mottos is, or part of our motto is, we welcome the chase, mate. We welcome the chase. Bring it on.
I think personally it'll be tight. I think there'll be one goal in it, and hopefully it'll be for us today, and we get the 3 points we badly crave, and that'll take us into the rest of the weekend with a wee smile on my face. Anyway, we've came to that time of the programme, mate. Any last words, Dominic, before we go?
We all keep talking about momentum, but I think we're on a trajectory. We're on the up. You know what I mean? Momentum comes from sometimes just being an even pace, but I think we're on an upwards trajectory, and we're moving at pace, and we're just picking up game by game. So no, let's get these 3 points and get all the Bears happy again here for Ibrox and the Bearettes.
What gives you the confidence? The way he's changed it, turned the squad round, mate, or just the way he's commanding and sounds like a true manager. What gives you that confidence?
I think it's just you listen to him. You know the team's listening to him. His man management, on and after park, his interviews, his record, winning leagues. He knows what it's all about. And he's got them focused. He's got them poor players. Lundstrom would all had out the door. He's turned him around. He seems to love Lundstrom, and all these players that their forms had dropped, he's got them back on the up. Doing their jobs. Basically, he's got them doing their jobs, which is footballers. They've not made it to Rangers because they're poor players, and he's just bringing it out in them all individually and as a team. And as a club, we're kind of all pulling together, I feel. And it's like a 55 season. You're feeling it. It's definitely in the air. Yep.
I'm feeling it. We're feeling it.
Is it the confidence he puts into our players, do you think, Bear? Is it just that he gives them that wee bit of oomph and a bit of praise at the right time, although being strong on the discipline side of the club?
It's all of that, mate. Plus, the players are no daft. They know when somebody knows how to do their job. Right? These are professionals. They know you can't BS them. No, I mean, like Bill's doing. You can't treat them like 18-year-olds. You got to treat them like men, but you've got to show them that you know what you're doing, and that's what he does, mate. He's a proper manager, and that instills confidence right away. So you start believing what he's telling you. And he's doing things for your own good. Look, dragging Cantwell off for his own good, by the way. He's not doing it to prove a point to anybody or be Billy Big Boys or anything like that. He's doing it for a reason. He's doing it for a managerial reason, which is good. And the players are buying into it. And why wouldn't you? And you trust him. If he says something, you're trusting what he says. And he knows that they want to win games, and he knows they all want to be successful. Because let's be honest with it, all the younger ones, mid-range to younger ones, they don't get fantastic money earning potential ahead of them if they do this right. And he knows it, and he's drilling that into them. And Rangers are Rangers. The way football is, the promised land's the Premiership for the money, not for the football. I don't like the football, but for the money. And these young boys and mid-range boys in their 24, 25, 26 range, I mean, it's all there in front of them if they just want to go and grasp it. And you start with Rangers, play for Rangers. And that's what he's telling them. Play here, show the world what you can do. We're giving you the platform to sell yourself to everybody. But also, you've got to win at Rangers. We're not going to accept anything but winning. So I believe that's what he's done. He's just they've all believed in him and believe that he's somebody that knows what he's talking about. And I believe him as well, mate. I've got to be honest with you. I think it's the first proper manager since Walter, to be honest with you.
Well, I just hope his team talk today to get the players up for this, get us off and on the ball for the kick-off, and hopefully the squad carry out his instructions and we end up with 3 points at the end of the day. I'd like to thank David and Dalmarnock there for phoning in and helping keeping the platform and the chat going. Thanks to all Bear for joining me today. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle with part 2, and we'll see you then. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.
As we go marching down the Paisley Road west, the doors and the windows open wide. You will hear the people cheer, the Glasgow Rangers boys are here. It's Glasgow Rangers for me. Blue is the colour, football is the game. We're all together, Glasgow Rangers is our name. For we are the best team in all Scotland, and Glasgow Rangers is our name. So bring on the Celtic, your Hibs and Aberdeen, your Dundee United, we're the best you've ever seen. We play hand on heart, God save the Queen. It's Glasgow Rangers for me. As we go marching down the Paisley Road West, the doors and the windows open wide. You will hear the people cheer, the Glasgow Rangers boys are here. It's Glasgow Rangers for me. Blue is the colour, football is the game. We're all together, Glasgow Rangers is our name. For we are the best team in all Scotland, and Glasgow Rangers is our name. So bring on the Celtic, your Hibs and Aberdeen, your Dundee United, we're the best you've ever seen. We play hand on heart, God save the Queen. It's Glasgow Rangers for me. It's Glasgow Rangers for me. It's Glasgow Rangers for me.